Suou is an orphan boy and the only survivor of his kind. He is bullied and hunted by every human on Earth. But funny enough, he is the only one who can save them. Out of nowhere, a massive asteroid crashed into the Earth. Humans could easily repair the damage, but they got surprised by what came. Shinobis, the ultimate evil monster that came to invade the planet. A savage, primitive civilization that spread poison among humans, wiping out 99% of human lives. In only 5 days, billions lost their house, family, friends. Most of the ones who managed to save themselves were forced to retreat and hide for the next 500 years, finding shelter in a barren wasteland called Kairaku. Even to this day, people are living there and hiding from Shinobi. They're still suffering from the despair and fear that Shinobi instilled in them. Aim, a young princess of the Ice Kingdom, is living her life happily with her loved ones. But one day, her life turns upside down. The Shinobi attack her kingdom and massacre everyone. During this great invasion, Aim is entrusted to a loyal knight called Sanda. He hides her inside the secret passage of the castle to protect her. There, Aim witnesses her mother dying and couldn't do anything to save her. This incident fills her heart with so much rage that she vows to find a legendary holy weapon that can destroy Shinobi and purify Earth. She leaves her kingdom and dying loved ones behind with a heavy heart and retreats to Kairaku. For 3 months, Aim and her companions had been on a mission to locate the mysterious holy weapon. She had been given a royal stone by her mother, which could activate the weapon, but their search had not been easy. Every step seemed to present new obstacles and hardships, traversing over harsh terrain and defending themselves from enemies. With each passing day, Aim felt her spirit fading, as if she was slowly becoming isolated from all those around her. But despite the struggles she faced, one thing had remained constant: her memories of the past. As a result, Aim was determined to push forward in her mission. This became evident during one of their travels when they stopped in a village and found out that the locals were trying to sacrifice a little girl as part of a ritual to appease Shinobi. Not willing to accept this injustice, Aim immediately stood up against the ritual to save the girl. But suddenly, the stone that she wore around her neck started glowing with intensity, indicating that Shinobi was about to arrive. Without skipping a beat, Aim quickly reminded Sanda that it was time for them both to prepare for battle. The villagers were in a near-panic state as Shinobi approached. Cries of alarm filled the air, and it seemed that some of them had been caught in the creature's path. Just then, Aim and Sanda enacted their plan to save everyone. They jumped into the mecha robot called Shield. Aim struck the creature with powerful force, pushing it back and off balance. Shinobi was defeated. Due to Sanda's quick action, she managed to fire off a major shot. She senses the presence of something powerful in the valley and decided to investigate. Little did she know that on this fateful day she was about to encounter more than she bargained for. Upon entering the clearing, Aim discovered several fierce Shinobi ready to attack Suou, a young man who seemed afraid for his life. Aim acted swiftly and launched her shield at the approaching attackers, providing extra time for Suou to break free from their grip. However, before Aim could seek further escape from the Shinobi, her life suddenly became endangered when one of them attacked her with breakneck speed. It looked as if all hope was lost until Suou came racing forward and cut the Shinobi attacker in half with his powerful armored hands. Aim stands in awe, her breath held as she processes the sight of Suou. His unusual and fearsome appearance confirmed what Aim had only heard in rumors. Suou, a race of legendary warriors designed by mankind to counter Shinobi's poison, is still alive. Covered in black armor and with half his face made visible, Suou embodies the remarkable strength of the Suou that brought terror and unforgiving justice to the Shinobi. Despite their awe-inspiring powers, political problems led to the persecution of the Suou, which eventually caused their existence in the world to cease for good. In witnessing one such warrior alive and well, Aim is rendered speechless by his presence. Without a moment's hesitation, Suou runs towards one of the Shinobi with incredible speed and agility, protecting numerous innocent villagers from potentially disastrous consequences. He has no intention of giving mercy. He forcefully attacks its head and pushes it back, as if trying to crush its skull. Without warning, he takes one final plunge and strikes the creature with a powerful punch right in its face. Suddenly, an instant later, the monster collapses to the ground, defeated by him. A collective sigh of relief passes around the village as they witness their savior defeat the Shinobi. Afterward, his armored body slowly starts to dissolve away into nothingness. In fear of what had just happened, some of the villagers take aim with stones at him. But before damage can be done, Aim steps forward courageously and defends him from them, treating his injured body with kindness and care as if protecting her own family member. She then takes Suou in her transportation vehicle where she and her companions have been living for the past several months while traveling. There, Suou takes comfortable rest and gets all the basic necessities of life. Before leaving the village, she promises them that her group will return after achieving their goal, which makes them hope to be freed someday from their caged life. At night, Aim is standing at the cliff, looking at her stone. She suddenly gets startled by Suou, who is supposed to be resting. They both introduce themselves to each other and have a nice conversation. This gives Aim a chance to offer him to join her group, so he can help her eradicate shinobi from the world as a Yaju warrior. But Suou rejects the offer and runs away. He considers himself a monster and not a protector of the world. After his rejection, Aim wonders if Suou hates humans for what they did to his kind. But her worry is gone when Suou comes back. She's the first one who treated him like a human, not a monster. Therefore he accepts her offer. Suou receives a military uniform from Sanda so he can present himself as a protector of Princess Aim. She reveals her royal stone to them and tells the story behind it, that it has been passed down to her family because only a priestess can use it as a key to activate the Giga Road. Aim and her courageous group journeyed onwards, finally arriving at Old Land. Filled with towering sand dunes and a poisonous atmosphere, they were met with an unfamiliar sight that few had survived. Suou began to recognize his ancestral home, and the mysterious holy weapon believed to be in its depths. She realizes how deadly this place is after noticing the broken shields of travelers who arrived here but couldn't make it alive. Suou fought against the shinobi bravely as Aim, and the others followed him in their affording shields. However, the group was still in danger due to the increasingly poisonous air wafting through the area. The toxins proved too strong and quickly damaged their shields until they all provided no use anymore, except for Suou's, which was not affected by such an unnatural phenomenon. Fortunately, in this darkest of times, help came in the form of Torai's army, who arrived right on cue and saved them by providing an antidote for treatment that set everyone back on track again. She was so grateful to the kind people who had helped her, but she still couldn't fathom how she'd found herself in such a strange place. Aim followed the people who had taken her into an underground area. Aim noted Kazusa Shin, the great ambassador of Torai, who had come to meet her. With bated breath and hands clasped together tightly, Aim asked him for her royal stone back. Shin remains resolute in his refusal to hand over the key. He recognizes that misuse of this weapon would put entire generations at risk and opposes any attempt to use it as a shortcut to victory. Therefore, he threatens Aim to give up on her personal vengeance, or else her group's safety will be in danger. The truth hits Aim like a brick to the face, and she can't believe how selfish her entire journey has been. Aim thought she was doing good for humanity when in actuality all that time it was just about getting revenge on those who wronged her family years ago. When she reunites with her friends, Aim is overcome with guilt for putting Suou and Sanda in danger. She apologizes for her selfishness. Suou approaches Aim in the rain with her head hung low. He understands that she has been feeling down and wants her to know how important she is, and without hesitation, he lays his arms around her shoulders comfortingly while they gaze fondly at one another as old lovers might do after too long apart. To uplift her mood, he carries her on his shoulders and runs around the city. They both play around under the sun and spend good quality time together, improving their relationship and slowly but surely developing feelings for each other. Suddenly, they are surrounded by palace guards who are ordered by their king to arrest Aim, because he wants her to activate the weapon for his personal use. Fortunately, Aim and Suou get saved by Shin's subordinate, who stops the guards on time. He leads them to a safer route from where they can run away. Aim and Suou then find Shin and confront him to hand over the stone. Aim states that it is her duty as a priestess to protect everyone, so she won't give up on her mission. Seeing her resolve, Shin offers them to take back the stone by killing him, which Suou accepts. Aim witnesses Suou and Shin's sword dueling for the stone. They both clash at each other fiercely without giving each other a moment to breathe. When Suou gets cornered, he jumps and lands behind Shin to give himself some room to fight back. Suou uses his full force to strike Shin, but his sword breaks as a result. This allows Shin to push him back into the corner where he can slash him. However, Suou unleashes his Yaju power in time and stabs Shin in the shoulder with his armored hand. Aim then stops their fight to avoid further harm and gets the stone back. Shin wants to give up his life after losing the duel, but Aim changes his mind after stating how his leadership is important as for Torai City. Aim notices millions of shinobi and Ai's castle heading towards the city to eradicate the remaining civilization. She gets confused as her parents are the only ones who can control the castle, but they are dead. She sees the mastermind coming out of the castle, and gets shocked by seeing her tutor Tsukiyomi, who she thought died in the massacre of Ai's. He reveals to be the one who caused the massacre in the Ai's kingdom. Tsukiyomi, in his integrated shinobi body, reveals his goal to eradicate humanity by using his power of controlling all shinobi. However, to become powerful and godlike, he needs Aim's key to activate Giga Road. Aim refuses to give him the stone, so he clenches her in his monstrous hand. Seeing this cruelty awakens Suou's full Yaju Berserker armor. He rushes forward and cuts Tsukiyomi's monstrous hand to save Aim. Suou then injures Tsukiyomi's eye. In response, Tsukiyomi backs off quickly to defend himself. Suou then pushes forward for a final blow, but Tsukiyomi manages to run away, ordering all shinobi to attack him. Suou then goes into a rampage and kills every shinobi attacking the city, but in the process, he gets out of control. Aim calms him down by hugging him, so he doesn't lose his humanity. Aim then leaves Suou behind because he is injured and unconscious. She heads toward Old Land along with Sanda to activate Giga Road before Tsukiyomi succeeds in his plan. After arriving, she realizes that the unnatural phenomenon of Old Land is now gone, as the holy weapon already accepted her as its master. Suddenly, multiple shinobi appear to attack them. They try to run away in their shield, but Sanda's shield gets hit by a shinobi. Aim tries to save him, but Sanda goes to a different path to lure shinobi. He instructs her to reach Mount Fuji where the Giga Road lies. Aim holds back her tears and follows his final wish. She pushes forward without looking back but eventually breaks down after hearing Sanda's shield exploding. She reaches the mountain and witnesses light emerging from the weapon. The immense power of Giga Road destroys the mountain, so she lands her shield in the safe area. Finally, after several months of struggle, Aim can fulfill her goal. A giant mecha weapon that has the capability to control all elements. Her necklace stone shines, indicating the weapon accepts her. Aim notices Tsukiyomi and Ai's castle coming towards the mountain. She quickly takes charge of the weapon by inserting the stone. As a result, Aim's throat gets stabbed, allowing Giga Road to activate by consuming her life force. Aim's life is in danger, but she is still alive despite being in a weakened state. After activation, Giga Road transforms into a mecha suit and then flies off to hit Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi uses his multiple shinobi hands to stop Aim. However, the Giga Road releases an explosive beam in return, which Tsukiyomi diverts to the forest. She rushes forward to hit a final blow, but Tsukiyomi regenerative abilities negates her attacks. Tsukiyomi reveals the shinobi can't breed, so they would have eventually died out. However, Aim has unlocked Jet Matrix energy, which can breed shinobi. This energy was sealed until she activated the Giga Road. Aim realizes she actually put the world in danger. Her eyes start shaking. She doesn't believe she's the possible cause of human extinction. The Giga Road doesn't hold the power to destroy the Jet Matrix. Suddenly, Shin and his army arrive along with Suou to save Aim. A huge battle starts where the Torai army attacks cannon on multiple shinobi. Meanwhile, Suou approaches Aim. Aim blames herself for all the destruction, but Suou reminds her that he will always accept her just like she accepted his monstrous self. He then moves toward Aim but gets attacked by Giga Road, who is protecting its master. Aim pleads for him to stop, but he continues to move forward toward her. He gets wounds all over his body. However, despite his injuries, Giga Road couldn't stop him from reaching the person he values most. After finally reuniting, they embrace each other. Seeing his resolve makes Aim stronger to fight the evil off. Giga Road accepts both by taking them inside its mecha suit. Consuming their energy, Giga Road can activate completely and unleashes its true power. Together, Aim and Suou fly off to fight against Tsukiyomi, who uses multiple shinobi to capture and devour them. However, they use Giga Road to destroy all those shinobi with its beam attack. Tsukiyomi creates the massive tower of the shinobi army, so Aim and Suou focus on attacking its core to destroy the tower. The more they use Giga Road, the more their energy gets drained, but they still continue to fight against evil for humanity's sake. Aim and Suou then use the electrifying power of Giga Road on Shinobi Tower, which destroys its base and exposes the core. Tsukiyomi gets mad and attacks them from all directions. However, Giga Road dodges all the attacks and pushes upward in the sky with its full strength to reach the core. As a result, they break off the resistance and destroy all shinobi attacks on their way. When they finally reach the core, Giga Road uses its explosive power, annihilating all shinobi including Tsukiyomi in one blow. The battle is over and Aim confesses her love to Suou. But at that moment, she loses her life due to the consumption of her life force. Giga Road crashes on Earth, but fortunately, Suou survives the crash landing. Aim's struggles and her sacrifice bring peace to the world, but at the same time, it leaves Suou all alone, looking at the sky while tearing up. Watch this next video. See you on the next one.